Hi, I'm Bill. I'm a first-year chemical engineering PhD student at Caltech. I did my undergrad in Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, and I chose Caltech because it's small and very academically rigorous. My other choices were here, Berkeley, and I believe Delaware and UCSB. I chose here because it's beautiful, and there's a lot of opportunities for interdepartment work.
Okay. Where did you do your undergrad?
Hopkins, Johns Hopkins.
I see. And did you have any work experience after that?
No, I came straight from undergrad.
And you started PhD in bioengineering?
Chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. So when do you plan to graduate?
Hopefully 5 years from now.
So it's like 2020?
Yeah, 2020, 2021. Yeah.
Okay. So did you have to take GRE?
Yeah, I did.
What was your GRE score?
I had a 170 in verbal and 168 in math.
Oh my God, that's like what, 338 or 340?
338, yeah.
Oh my God, that's like the highest I've ever heard. So anyway, congratulations on your GRE score. And I think that must have been highly instrumental in your getting accepted to a lot of top-notch universities.
I think, well, in engineering, the GRE is less important than your research. So I did 3 years of undergraduate research at Hopkins. I did 3 years.
So it's more about research. Okay.
Yeah, and 1 year in it's more of a synthetic bio type of thing.
I see. So you didn't have to take TOEFL, right? Because you're American.
Yeah.
I see. So, which all universities did you apply to?
University of Delaware, UCSB, Stanford, I believe, and MIT, Berkeley, and here.
I see. So where all did you have admission?
I got Caltech, Berkeley, Delaware, and UCSB.
I see. And so, why did you pick Caltech over the others?
It's smaller. The campus is beautiful.
Well, lots of campuses are beautiful. So, I mean, anything particular? Is it the ranking or the research or like?
Well, it's ranked really high, but the
for example, why Caltech over Berkeley? For example.
Well, it's smaller, so I can, for example, work with a chemistry professor if I really wanted to, or I know some people who are trying to collaborate with computer science, even if they're working in chemical engineering. So
you like it small and quiet and more collaboration?
Yeah, there's
you feel you get more individual attention, or is it?
Yeah, well, more attention, and also it's a lot more freedom in terms of research. And I know in Berkeley it's really hard to be co-advised or even, well, not necessarily co-advised, but being advised outside of your department or even working outside of your department. While here you can work for basically anyone if you really want to.
Okay, so what kind of advice you have for future applicants? Anything you wish you had done better in this whole process?
That's a good question. I'd say get started early on research if you want.
Did you miss any deadlines? No.
I did. I decided really late to apply to grad school, so I missed all the fellowship application deadlines, which are not necessarily important for here, but for some other schools, it'd be nice if you had a fellowship, but you had more money and more research, like freedom.
Okay, so what do you plan to do after a PhD? Have you thought about it? Industry, academia? Is it a long way to go?
Yeah, I got a long way to go, so I have a long time to decide.
So where do most of the people from chemical engineering end up getting placed? Top employers?
I believe also academia. A lot of people in my class.
Some of the top companies?
Top companies, I'm not sure.
Okay. So how many students were in your batch PhD chemical engineering? You started in 2016, right?
Yeah, started.
You just started a few months ago.
Yeah.
So how many students were in your batch chemical engineering?
11.
PhD. I see. So you're all funded by the university.
Yep.
Okay. So how do you rate your experience here so far? 5 on a 5-star.
I'd say also 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
Yeah, it's a little far from everything. It's far from like downtown LA, so it's not much to do.
You're talking more about like nightlife and.
Oh no, just like stuff in general. Like even if I want to go grocery shop. Oh, grocery shopping is pretty convenient. But if I want to go like explore, I have to go drive out somewhere or like public transportation.
But you wanted to be in a small place. So.
That's true. That's true. I mean, so I'm from New York.
I see.
And like getting around New York is super easy. You take the subway everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Here it's not.
Do you have a car here?
No, I don't.
Oh,
my roommate
maybe that's
does.
why you feel that. All right. So thank you and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.